a lot of things went on. But as far as LeBron and Michael, if Michael played in this era, he'll average 50. He'll average 50 points. Michael is the greatest player ever. LeBron's a great talent, no doubt. He's probably one of the top 3 players ever played with Kobe, Magic.
When Dennis Rodman talks, people listen. This isn't some random analyst on TV. This is a guy who went to war with Michael Jordan night after night. Rodman saw Jordan up close. He felt the intensity, lived through the battles, and knows what greatness really looks like. Now, Rodman has reignited the debate that never dies. Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. And as only Rodman can, he didn't hold back. His words weren't about stats, trophies, or popularity contests. This was about legacy, about the standard of greatness so high that even LeBron, as amazing as he is, can't quite reach it. Rodman started with a key point: longevity versus dominance. He compared Jordan's career to LeBron's. Jordan's greatness was short, explosive, and unforgettable. In just over a decade, he stacked 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, and the reputation as the most unstoppable player in history. LeBron, on the other hand, has built his legacy over nearly 2 decades. His career is long, durable, full of records and milestones. But Rodman's point is clear. Jordan didn't need 20 years to prove he was the greatest. He reached the peak and stayed there until the job was done. Rodman is basically saying, don't just count the years, look at the impact. Jordan's career wasn't about lasting the longest. It was about being the best when it mattered most. LeBron's longevity is impressive, but Jordan's dominance was untouchable. That's why, in Rodman's eyes, Jordan set the bar too high for anyone else to reach.
The body work he's done over the years. You look at LeBron, the body work he's done over the years. How many years? 17 now, going to 18?
Waste time. He says it straight. Michael Jordan is the greatest player ever. And coming from Rodman, this isn't just another opinion. He played alongside Jordan. He battled against other legends. He saw greatness up close, in practice, in games, and in moments where everything was on the line. When Rodman calls Jordan the GOAT, it's not bias. It's lived experience. He saw Jordan dominate, intimidate, and redefine what basketball could be. Jordan didn't just play the game. He changed it. He turned basketball into a global phenomenon and became the blueprint for every superstar after him. Even LeBron James admits Jordan was his inspiration. Yet fans still argue LeBron has surpassed the very man he modeled his game after. Rodman shuts that down with one truth. Greatness isn't just numbers. It's about who redefined the sport, who owned every matchup, who never backed down in the biggest moments. Jordan wasn't just a winner. He was ruthless, surgical, relentless. He crushed opponents and left no doubt. So when Rodman says Jordan is the greatest, it hits harder than any analyst's take. It's not an opinion. It's a fact from someone who lived it. Michael Jordan isn't just great. He is the standard. He is the bar. And no one has ever cleared it.
He never asked to sit out.
Jordan's demand for respect wasn't just...
Jordan makes a powerful point about Michael Jordan's toughness, his durability. In his entire career, Jordan was injured only once. And even then, he never asked to sit out, never begged for rest, and never tried to game the system to save energy. He was wired differently. Jordan played through pain, exhaustion, and adversity. Why? Because he knew fans paid to see him. His teammates depended on him, and history wouldn't wait. The idea of skipping games for load management, resting for back-to-backs or minor soreness, was unthinkable to Jordan. He showed up every single night, giving everything. That consistency made him unshakable and terrifying to opponents. Now compare that with LeBron's era. Players routinely take recovery breaks, sit out weeks for injuries, or rest strategically to extend their careers. It's the norm today. And while it's smart in terms of sports science, it highlights Rodman's point. Jordan was built different. He didn't just play basketball. He fought for every minute on the floor. He valued competition over convenience. And that's why his 6 championships came in such an intense, unforgiving stretch. Jordan never took shortcuts, never looked for easy outs, never compromised the game. That relentless willpower is what makes him untouchable. Rodman reminds us, greatness isn't just about skill. It's about commitment, toughness, and refusing to take the easy way out. And that's exactly what separated Michael Jordan from LeBron forever.
This statement reveals a truth about Michael Jordan's era that people...
Michael Jordan didn't demand respect just to be admired. He demanded it because he earned it. Every drop of blood, sweat, and energy he gave, in practice, in games, in the playoffs, proved he lived by the standard he set. When Jordan pushed his teammates hard, it wasn't about ego. It was about elevating them to the level he held himself to. That respect was real, forged in battle, not created by media spin or hype. LeBron, by contrast, often leans on narratives, longevity, milestones, and media-driven comparisons. But in Jordan's world, respect wasn't talked about. It was earned through the grind. Rodman makes this clear. Jordan wasn't begging for loyalty. He wasn't maneuvering behind the scenes or politicking like a CEO. He was a general, and his terms were simple. Respect his leadership and reward his production. When those 2 conditions were met, the result was undeniable. The most dominant dynasty the NBA has ever seen.
People don't realize when Michael Jordan was playing, I think the first 8-9 years, he was barely making $3 million. Compared to these guys making $40 million.
This point exposes a truth people forget when comparing Michael Jordan to modern stars like LeBron James. Jordan played most of his prime before the NBA became a billion-dollar empire, before supermax contracts, before global TV deals, before player empowerment. For nearly a decade, Jordan earned less than many role players make today, about $3 million across 9 years. And yet, during that time, he was carrying the entire league. He transformed the NBA from a regional sport into a global powerhouse. He built Nike. He turned basketball into a worldwide phenomenon. Meanwhile, LeBron James has benefited from the very foundation Jordan created. Every massive contract, every endorsement deal, every billionaire label tied to LeBron exists because Jordan paved the way.